Hey, Bushcraft, how's it going? How's the audio? Had broke my old mic. Yeah, it's good to see you as well, man. Awesome, that's great to hear. So actually checking out one of those Phobos knives. They somebody had a sale on them. I think it was like 178 for the one I was looking at, and that's the cheapest I had seen one. They look really nice after watching you use them a bunch of times. I mean, I trust your word with them, so maybe I'll pick one up. Mouse isn't working again. That's working now. How's it going, Mo Patty? How are you? This sweet, well made, veteran owned, made in the USA. Nice, nice. Sounds like a company I'd like to support anyway. So I know I want to get one of Burkles' knives so I can show him some support. Um, but yeah, maybe that'll be after that my next fixed blade. Sorry. Speaking of fixed blades, we just got this one in. This was actually a win. I didn't have to purchase it, but it's too small for my hands, honestly. And it's the thinness. It's not because it's 3-finger or anything. Hey, Brown Sugar, how are you? Nice to see you. But yeah, this is the Par by Tenable. They also have a concept version, but because of my hands, I can't really get a good grip on it. Thanks, Kane. Yeah, I think either Barbie or Rolf. We were at the TCAL booth, and they said something. They threw me a hat, which was pretty cool. Oh, nice. Hey, Zoe the cat, how are you? Actually, we're going to talk about a little bit about Blade Show in a bit. But yeah, how do you guys feel about the par? Unfortunately, because of my hands, I can't be the biggest. It is, what is it? It's like 90 out right now still. Hey, Gonzo, what's going on? Did you end up hitting your number? What was it, 15, right? Was it 15 or 12? Hey, Kelly, how you doing? And that's right, yeah. Hit that thumbs up, guys. I'd appreciate it at least. But yeah, so this will end up as a giveaway. It was no cost to me. Like I said, I won this from the a Blade HQ giveaway, and they actually mixed up our prizes. I got sent a Model 6, a concept Model 6, which was actually really, really nice. But I didn't win that knife. It was somebody else had won it. So I had let Blade HQ know, and then I got in touch with the actual winner, and we got to switch each other's prizes out, which was nice. He got what he won. I got what I won. I do like the color. Color's pretty neat. I don't know if they call it teal or Tiffany blue. They do call it Tiffany. All right. Lord Loki, what's going on? Speaking of Lord Loki, all you guys that text me and check in on me, I do appreciate that. Thank you guys. Yes, the Wix coaxor, it's very, very similar. But yeah, once I get a review video out there, I haven't made one yet. Unlike other things, I've made so many. I got one coming out for this guy. I got one coming out for Kubi. They're all made. It's just having a hard time getting them out there lately. Sorry, everybody. And I seen Kathleen's name. Hey, Kathleen Smith. How are you? But yeah, maybe I'll get rid of this one before 1,000 because it's taking a little bit, and I want to give something away at least. So maybe next week, give this guy out. If you guys are into that, at least. I will say they did a good job on the blade itself. It's very sharp. Spinach and oh, that sounds pretty good. Kelly, I could definitely go for some pizza. I just had some pasta. Henry G, what's going on? How many we got in here? We got 14, 15. That looks like the same. And yes, if I said it a little earlier, if the audio sounds different, I broke the receiver on the set I was using. So for $10, can't complain, I guess. I picked up these guys. And I'm hearing myself in my earphone. It doesn't sound horrible. I still love this knife. This is a great knife. And I know they have the version 2 out. Hey, Help with Gadgets, how are you? But it's very, very fidgety. And they did a pretty good job on the Nitro V, I must say. 'Cause I do use this knife quite a bit. Daniel Smith, how's it going? Oh no, I failed it. My finger got in the way. But for I know, button locks and pivot locks, they don't always seem to have a great little Lisa. Hi. They do seem to have horrible detents. This one actually, I like the amount of back pressure, I guess, that you can put on the thumb stud before it releases, I guess, because there's no detent ball. So, Jim T, what's going on? I do. This is definitely one of my favorites for just. I think they're around 100, so like I'll call it an under 100 because you could probably get it off White Mountain Knives for under $100. The version 2 at least. So for under $100, I think this is like a Fidget King. What else do I have? This one, I still mixed feelings about this guy. This is the Corgi Pup. I do. I like the ergonomics. I like the size for what it is, even though I'm not usually into small knives. But you can get a good grip on this guy. But that button stick is rough. That being said, I've talked to a bunch of other people with these, and they don't have a problem. But this one, it just has it. It's no big deal. I have taken this one apart a few times. I took it apart, tried a little, very, very lightly to lube it, and that didn't help. And I did it with two different kinds. I did it with the dry lube, like a graphite dry lube, and a silicone wet lube, I guess. Lord Loki, as far as button locks go, I mean, the Bofin was still my favorite. The lock on the Bofin is really, really good for a button lock. And I think that's a $70 knife. Gary Crew, what's going on? But yeah, you guys throw what you're carrying down in the comments today. What you're carrying, what you're making for dinner, what you're eating for dinner, what you're thinking about making for dinner. What was another good button lock? You know, this one I still have very mixed feelings on as far as button locks go. Ron Dobbins, how's it going, buddy? You want knives or EDC in general? You can throw a whole EDC down. Whether it be pry bars, pew-pews, flashlights. This actually has a really good lock as far as button locks go. It's just, I have such a problem. There's no sharpening choil. And the fact that this is aluminum, the scales on this are aluminum, and the way your finger can just slide off into that blade is just so sketchy. But the button lock itself it's solid. O-Knife does usually do a really good job on their fit and finish, I will say. So let's see. Tack Knives, Komodo, and D2, and my Kaiser Veritas, and S35. Veritas is a classic. It's just such a good knife. Spyderco Sage 5, Carbon Fiber, Phobos Cacula, Leatherman Surge, Olight Mini Warrior 2. Very nice. Very, very nice. Brando American, how's it going? I got the Toller Union, Roxxon Flex, UPK M2 by UP knife, Civivi Orthos. I don't know what the Orthos is, honestly, off the top of my head. CRKT Minimalist, Nesmuk, Olight Baton 4, and the Concept Primate. The Ron Dobbins calling the Null Raiden 2. I'm jealous. Jack Wolf, Benny Titanium, Scales, and Big Idea Titanium Pry Bar and Big Idea Titanium Pen. I love their pens. I haven't tried any of the pry bars yet, but eventually. That's actually going to get shipped out. And then, because right before this, I was reshooting, I should say, for like the 7th time, the video on this little Kubi. Aries designs are awesome, man. But I think I have to remake that video too. The audio, for some reason, these new microphones, when I record something, it doesn't sound well at all. So I have to play with the like the audio. And I can't get it right. I'm just not good at it yet. I know you enjoy the knives as well, as we all do. But what is the main thing that I use my knives for? Right now, it's mail, unfortunately. Before the last, say, 4 months, it was outside of my kid making forts, stuff like that. And then before that, it was just work. And a lot of my knives were abused when I was working. Probably not used what they were intended for. But right now, it's a lot of mail and breaking down boxes. I actually have a ton of boxes I have to break down. But let's see. You're still waiting on your Kunwell Excalibur Integral and Black DLC with Zerkatai Clip. I hope it comes in for you quick. The Orthos is a position change in knives from Karambit into a straight blade, designed for tactical use with a pew. Very nice carry crew. T-Cal Piranha. Of course, 95% of the time I'm carrying it. Spyderco Tenacious, and the Vosteed Acorn. How do you like the Vosteed Acorn, Kelly? Twisted, I'm always happy to see your name, and no worries. And you're another one. Thank you for always checking in on me. I do appreciate it. I was saying that earlier. That means a lot right now. That being said, I was going to wait a little bit. I may take a break. Because I don't like the fact that I haven't been here on certain Tuesdays. I never wanted that to happen. I can understand when something comes up in the minute, like right before you're gonna go on. I can understand that. But I've missed 2 shows now, and that bothers me. Health is a pain in the butt. We all get problems. I'm not gonna sit here and complain about mine. But I don't want it to be an excuse that's me constantly missing shows. I either want to be here or I don't. Granted, I set out with a goal to end up at that with 500 people. That was my goal, and I did that. I was hoping I could hit 1K after I hit that. That may have to wait. I'm going to talk to some other creators, because if I do step away, I want somebody to be able to take this spot, because it was given to me by some really nice people. But I don't want to give up just yet. And that just might be being over prideful. I don't know. We'll see what the future holds, I guess. But I definitely don't want to stop. I look forward to this. It's just it's right now it's become difficult. Hey, Barbie, what's going on? I don't want to mo Patty. Alright, see exclusive shaman with the Python scales and the bug out with the red rich light and aluminum this week. So they're getting a lot of love. Nice, Daniel. It has been, Kathleen. It's even just setting up today. It's such a simple thing. I had to give myself 2 hours. Actually, I was talking to someone in the chat. I was texting with them, and it shouldn't take 2 hours to set up a camera and a table. It just shouldn't. That's obnoxious. And so I'm here to show EDC stuff. And the way my hands have been swelling lately, it's hard to actuate the knives. It's already messed up because I got the screwed up finger, but oh no, Barbie, that's terrible. Well, Dan Lane, that's awesome to hear. It's one of the reasons I don't want to give up. Streams like mine, where they help motivate me change a lot of the things I had been doing. And that's why I always say the knife community saved my life, because it did. Barbie, I hope your finger gets better. Have a great stream. Hope you're feeling better, brother. Thank you, Weldon Carey. You have a great day. I hope moving hasn't been too rough on you, man. You take it easy and enjoy your dinner. Hey, Bluminati, what's going on? Nice to see you here, man. Yeah, there's another thing I wanted to bring up. There's about 30 of us in here now. Um, I don't know. I hadn't seen this before I started making videos. Maybe I was just naive to it and blind to the fact, but heard some rumors about myself, which is always fun to hear. And I had talked to a lot of people, a lot of the bigger channels, and they told me to ignore it, which I did for a while. Um, it always sucks to see another channel speaking negatively of you, especially when it's lies. Especially when it's lies I had already I've already brought them up. We talked about them before I heard this rumor. But when it comes to Blade Show, I heard that I was stealing. Now, you can call me a lot of things, and most of the time it's going to be true, unfortunately, in my past. But thieving, nope, never something I was into. Um, so everybody knows I had to do a little grifting, which, yeah, I did. I had to. Uh, a little bit before Blade Show, uh, the whole IRS thing. I'm sure you guys remember. I'm still dealing with that, by the way. It's not like I've gotten my money back. That was thousands of dollars just gone. Which happens. Not going to sit here and whine about it. But I was told the money I did raise, which I'm not going to bring up exactly what I made, but we'll say it was in between 150 and 250. That money went straight to my cell phone bill. And that's it, because my cell phone bill is like $210 a month. I seen things saying, what would they say? Oh, I was using you guys' money at Blade Show. Well, kind of right in a way, because without my cell phone, I probably wouldn't have been able to make it to Blade Show because GPS. And the car I rented didn't have its like a standalone GPS. My cell phone had to be connected to it, which I don't know why, but I'm sure the people I went with would let you know that that's how that worked for some reason. I don't know if it's because it was a rent a car or if what did I rent? I think I had was it Toyota? Yeah, I had a Corolla, I think. Well, hey, William Horns, Bostel, what's going on? I hope I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, I heard MC that he hates you and he was going to track you down and give me a wedgie. I also like to stop baseless Rubens. I know it's all everybody that was Dale Lane that started this. And look, it's a rumor. I mean, it sucks because it was somebody I had pushed. Their I thought they were a cool guy. And then I had asked this person on a person to person basis, of course, because I don't talk behind people's backs. I'm going to go straight to the source. And I'm not going to say names because it's not worth it to me. It's just stupid, childish stuff. Like even in high school, I didn't get into that. I'd smack you. That's how that came down to it. Now we're adults, can't do that stuff. I'll talk to you. And I got blocked. Okay, I guess that shows me your character. But that's that. If there was any doubt, I hope I extinguished it. And you guys can always get in touch with me behind the scenes. I don't make that difficult. Yeah, it was Barbie. It was definitely Barbie. No. Actually, between Barbie's one of those people that has been a lot of you guys in here have been here from the beginning, but Barbie has been one of those people. And I appreciate that guy. Brand New American, that's unfortunately, if you're going to look at my record, that's all that's ever been on it is assaults. Not something I'm proud of, but That's how I figure. You smack first, talk later. Now I got kids, can't really do that. It's just, I don't know. I thought this was one of the big reasons I thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. But it's one of the big reasons I was so attracted to this community. And exactly, Mo Patty. Wish it could change it, can't. Was because it seemed like there wasn't that bickering and all this crap. But hey, Derek, he's one of those people too, man. Derek has been there since the very get go, and he's one of those people that check on me, and a lot of you guys do. Um, I appreciate that. I do. But yeah, I hope if there was any questions on that whole situation, I answered them. And if not, you can get in touch with me, or you could ask me here. I have nothing to hide. I never have. Um, that was last week, Derek. I didn't go live last week. And I couldn't even get out of bed last week. You know, that's how it always seemed to go when we were kids, William, or even like young adults. You get into a fight, you help the other guy up. However it went, you went and bought a beer and talked about crap, and you got over it. That's right, Mo Patty. Yeah, I. It took me a while to get over that Daniel Smith, and especially because of my past and the sports I got into as a kid. Hey, Aries, how are you? Hey, I've only finished your video like 4 times, and I want it to be perfect. Because I like this knife so much in this one. I think the only thing I said, there's one thing I want to say in that video that also I'm so afraid. I don't. I hope it doesn't. Uh, I hope it's not offensive. So you're here, so I'd rather check in now. I do wish there was. So we have this guy. I wish there was a KB version, like a little more premium. It's something so you could have a step in between the two, like a premium steel or scales, something. I don't know, because in my video I do say this is one of, I think, the best fixed blades you can have. I really do. Not just blowing smoke. You guys know I in my clips on it because I just remade the video again. But I like to wear it around my neck without the clip that's provided by Kubi. But yeah, I love this knife. The Kubi Bloom is awesome. I had no say in the materials. I had to commit it. No, that's very fair. I can understand that, Aries. But yeah, guys, if you're looking and you didn't know to begin with, Aries makes some of the most beautiful, in my opinion, custom knives you can get. This is my Aries Spike. Mine's in Nitro V, and I have the red, black with some silver in there, the Kieranite with the red liners. And what's really cool is if you are lucky enough to get on his books, you get to watch your knife get made. Like every time he posts a video, it was exciting because you get to see your knife with a few others, and you get to see him come alive. It's really cool. And Aries definitely pours himself into his knife making, and that's really cool to have. It's you can see it. It's a source of pride the way he makes his knives to fit and finish on them, and you get a little piece of the artist when you get a product by them, and that's priceless. But I seen some people came in that I didn't say hi to. Hey, Dana. And Bubba's EDC. How we doing? Bob Tism. Anybody else I'm missing? No. But yeah, what are you guys, if you're just joining us, what are you carrying? What you snacking on? I like to know. I like to know. But yeah, besides that, guys, I hope I put those rumors to rest. That really hurt me. Um, but no need to sit and cry like a baby. Bob Tism, what's going on, man? How are you? You carried your bush out today? Very cool. Very cool. I'd having a hard time seeing Oh, Dana, I hope everything's all right. It's was it just the stuff they put in your eyes to make you dilate? Yeah, pupils dilate? Or did they do some other work? Hey, Shay, there's another guy. Guys, if you haven't checked out Shay's channel, he's been posting a lot of shorts lately. They're really cool, especially if you're into guitar and stuff, which that's the only instrument I really know how to play beside piano a little. Who else did I see? I carried my bush hog today. Old Bay Wings beer and scotch. Nice. Nice. That actually sounds really good right now. I can't have anything with alcohol in it right now. At least I'm not supposed to. Like doctors. Kimono and Fractus. Fractus was really nice. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. Happens to me all the time. Glaucoma, so lots of tests, very tired. Oh, you do have some dilated eyes right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dana, man. I'll be praying for you, buddy. That can't be fun to deal with. That's gonna be miserable. I got a buddy that has some vision problems, and it definitely looks like it's exactly Derek with the Spidey flick. That knife completely changed for you, huh, bud? Before the Spidey flick, before you could Spidey flick, what did you rate it, and what did you rate it after? I'd love to know. I'm eating broccoli, rice, and cheese. Did you melt the cheese onto the broccoli and rice? Go onto the broccoli. Big glass of chocolate milk, carrying my Tenable Kratos. Nice. Barbie, did you see this one? I figured you'd like the color. I think I sent it to a picture to Rolf. I think. I went from a -4. Yeah, I think that was the very first. The Fractus was the first knife designed by Casey I had gotten my hands on. Once again, thank you, Derek. Of course, Dana, man. That's what this whole community's for, right? At least this little Tuesday night show thingy that I do is support. Show support to everybody here, man. Yes, Rolf. Yes, you do. Yeah, we were talking about that. I really, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you guys are here. I can't get a good grip on it really because my hands. It's very, very. Oh, the camera's right here. Wow, very thin, very, very thin. Because of the way like the bloom is shaped, it has a little bit. I think it does at least. The bloom is maybe 1/10 of an inch bigger in thickness wise, but because he has that curve in it, you can really get a grip. I can at least. I can get a good grip on this one, which I value. I'm putting it in the wrong case. That ain't gonna help. But yeah, I will be. Like I said, once I get a video on this guy out there, I will be giving this away hopefully next week. I was gonna save it for the 1K giveaway, but that's taken a while. So the bloom was really thought out. You can tell. Just once again, not blowing smoke. Just the way that handle's curved, it just naturally just fits into the hand, and you can get a really good grip, even though it's not got a long handle. It really is thought out. I'm carrying my BM immunity. I'm a sucker for N4. Yep. Speaking of N4, that's I had two. I had a bailout in M4. I did give that to a friend, but I still have my freaking M4, and it is one of my favorite steels. No, no problem, Aries. No problem at all. It's weird because you guys know I'm usually not a fan of smaller knives, but give I don't think I've seen an Aries design I've disliked. Sounding like a suck up, but it's just the way it goes, I guess. What he has going on right now with those, I can't remember the name of both of them, but the ones with the nice recurve in the blade, I really, really dig those designs. I won the Roosevelt fixed blade Austin this weekend. I'm excited to see how it translates. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Bob Judgem, you gotta let me know. It's like the oh no. Why can't I think of it? The Clydesdale. I've seen the fixie version of the Clydesdale. That's really cool. I think I'd like that. That was a bigger knife, but it might be too. I don't know. I'd have to see how it translates. Clint Crosby, what's going on? Oh, that's another one, guys. I haven't seen it. I know everybody in here is usually here on Tuesdays, but if you haven't shared your channel, please do. So everybody can follow everybody. There's a lot of talented people in here. Diamond Cut Steel, how's it going? That's another one. Make it so you can share your channel. I mean, I know it's not all about, numbers and stuff like that, but it is nice to get some more subscribers. Don't follow me. I walk into wall. Fair enough. Barbie, did you guys want me to send you one? I gotta next time I get to because I keep forgetting to do this. Honestly, it's on me. I have to send this to DBD. So you can have it next. You guys know how I am about my knives. If you want them, you want to show them, just let me know. I don't mind. It might take me 4 years to send it to you, but I'll get there. There we go. This help with gadgets. Bushcraft rebooted. Aries EDC. Kathleen Smith says Aries is a real artist. I think his customs are the best, but having production models makes it possible for more. Kathleen, that's absolutely right. That's why when this came out, I wanted to get it in my hands so bad. I do want to get another one to give it out, but those things fly off the shelves at White Mountain. And guys, if you buy a knife on White Mountain, remember you can always save 10% with the code 1776 Steel. And there's another knife maker in here. Burco Cerakote LLC has been putting out some fixed blades. Haven't gotten my hands on one yet, but once I get some money up, believe me, I'll be getting one for the channel. I got to check him out. He has some really cool designs. Do I know how they feel? Not yet, but in time. You guys know the last live I did, I was talking about grabbing a knife for myself for my birthday. That's not gonna happen. The money I put away, I gotta fix some things in the truck. It happens, no big deal. But what I want to do is a little bit of the money I do have instead of getting myself something. Because it is taking a little while to get to 1,000, of course, which is really when I planned on doing my next giveaway. I want to do. I wanted to pick up the Penguin with the glide lock. That was my plan. I wanted to buy 2, send one to Jimmy Crow, so he can do something, and then send it to another channel so they can give it away. Because Jimmy does some awesome stuff, and I have this one scheduled to give away at 1,000. This one's really neat. I think I've showed it a couple times. It makes a great noise. It's a HX Outdoors. He bronzed the scales, well, anodized them, bronze, and they look awesome. But I was gonna either pick up Penguin or some more of these because I was looking at the price on these, and they're fairly low, and they on very nice knives. You get titanium D2 and 14C on some of them. Diamond Cut Steel is giving away a Sage 5 lightweight as soon as he hits 1K. Diamond Cut Steel, I am far away too right now. I think I'm at 640, 630. I've been bouncing from 635 to 645, so I'm in between there, I believe. We'll probably give away a Chavez as well. Outstanding, Teddy. Yeah, me and Ralph, we were talking about these guys. They make a really nice knife for the price. And they come with a nice case. They come with a nice cleaning rag thing. But these cases are gorgeous. Yes, I keep all my notes. If you guys send some, that's my favorite thing right now to collect is the notes from you guys. I got mine from Aries, Lou. We got a few from Jimmy Crow. Who else? There's a bunch of them, honestly. I probably got about 10. I'm giving away a 911 Porsche when I hit 20 subs. Yes! Everybody go sub to Dale Lane. My favorite car, well, the GT3 RS and the GT2. Gorgeous cars. You know, you brought up Porsche. I'm going to blame you, Dale. Your packages is a newsstand. Oh, it's in Pennsylvania? That's awesome, Patty. I can't wait to check it out. But yeah, the Porsche, man. Porsche is really stuck with the same design cues since the 60s. And I know they have a checkered past, let's be fair. Them and Auto Union, which became Audi. But you've done a lot of work on Porsches, Burkles. I'm jealous. But I've seen some Porsches with powder-coated wheels. Oh, man, Porsche, man. You know, if you go back to the, I think 992 was the first one with the electric power steering. But if you go right before the 992s, where they still had a hydraulic power steering or no power steering whatsoever. What a fun car to drive. I've driven 1, 2, 3. I've driven a Cayman, a 911, and a 911 Turbo, and they all drove so nice. None of them were brand like new with the electric steering, so I can't really say, but they had driven, well, one of my buddies had driven them, and man, Porsches can handle. Actually, I got a buddy with, he's a family member, with an Audi TT Quattro with all the horsepower. I mean, he's gone, it's full bolt-on, but he's gone more than that. It's got titanium rods, titanium pistons. I think from third, fourth, and fifth gear, it pushes something like 40 PSI. And first is like 12 because it's boost by gear. That thing hammers, and it makes all the cool noises you can think of if you're into turbo cars. My brother collects 911s pre-2000. Dale, the guy that just moved across the street from me, who I wasn't a fan of, his dad, he collected 64 and a half through 73, I believe, Mustangs. And actually, he had two of his cars go Barrett Jackson's auto sales. One of them was 225. That was gorgeous. And it wasn't even full original. It actually had a trunk that instead of opening the right way, it opened reverse, and it had murals of horses, Mustangs. But yeah, it's a pretty famous Mustang now. And then family friend, he had a 67 Shelby GT 350, or was it a 68? The one that didn't have a roof. It was like a convertible, sort of. Twisted Sis has an 06 Mustang GT. Nice. You know, Twisted, that's actually I got to get rid of the Subaru because it's too beat up to make back into a race car. But I want to pick up, instead of doing drag, because that's all I've ever done. I want to get into drifting, so I've been looking at the 03 and a half, 04 Mustangs up till 09, and then like the 02, the ones after the Corvettes with the 5.7, the LS1, the 6-liter Mustang, the Corvettes. I want to pick up either a Mustang or a Corvette to make it to a drift car. Burkles, we have a family member that has a pair. Oh no, he doesn't. He has a Malibu SS and a Chevelle SS. Both 454 though. Really nice. And then we had a family friend that has a 55 Chevy 3100 series pickup that just had a regular 350 in it. Knives of Life, what's going on? Built it 3 years ago. It's a fun car. A90 is making about 920 wheel. Whoo! With boost by gear. You want an A80? You know what I want to get again? I had should I say the year? We'll say it was an 80s Camaro, which I know are probably like the least loved Camaros, but it was the year I was born. I want to get another one, but the price is really creeping up on those. And I'd just love to throw the engine out of my truck into one with a small supercharger. And not even like a engine-based supercharger, like a what are those called? The ones that almost look like a turbo, but they're still belt-driven. Can't even think of the name of them, but they're small superchargers. You can get them for about $3,700 and push 8 pounds of boost. Probably go higher than that, but my truck has a 5.3 now. But that'd be fun. That'd be fun. 69 Charger dream car. I love the 69 Chargers, but I really, when it comes to Mopar, the 71 Challenger is my all-time. Well, the Super Bs are really cool too, and the Cudas. Me and my grandmother were in Florida at the time, and we picked up a 71 Camaro for a friend, and we got to drive that. But that car was $13,000, and it didn't have original paint, and it had a lot of Bondo. I didn't think it was even worth the 13 at that time. Now today, 13 all day, sure. But that guy I know, he went through it, and now that Camaro is worth lots of money. Hemi Cuda Derek says, "Hey Blue, my first car was a 73 Charger." They got really big in 73, the Chargers, didn't they? They had the really big rear end on those. They were more, they kind of started stepping into like more luxury during that year, I feel, than muscle, which they still had. A lot of cars back then still had muscle. I mean, you're talking the days of 500 cubic inch motors for no reason whatsoever. '84 Chevy Celebrity Eurosport was my first car. My first car was a 92 Dodge Dakota with the 5.9 in it. And then I had a 96 Cherokee Sport. I had the Camaro. I had a bunch of cars. I had a Volvo that pushed about 27 pounds of boost that unfortunately I blew up. I left the hobby. Fred, oh, hey, Fred the Lug. I'm sorry, I didn't even say hi to you. Measured gas mileage in gallons per mile. That's right, Fred. That's how it should be. Oh, Dale Lane had an Austin. Oh, he's in Australia. I forgot about that. Austin Healey's. You didn't see many of those around here, but my grandmother's ex-boyfriend had one. He had a few Austins. He had an Austin Mini Cooper too. My first car was almost an Austin Mini Cooper with right-hand drive. Sunbird manual. Nice. I had a Sunfire manual that I had a turbo on. Little 2.4 liter. It was the same motor they actually used in the Mitsubishi Eclipse. I could pull the whole thing apart myself and do all the... That's what's nice about a lot of the older cars, especially the carbureted ones. I mean, granted, where I live, it's horrible to have carbureted cars because you go from sea level, and then if you drive 100 miles, you can be 4,500 feet above sea level, and there's a lot of carb adjustments in between. Your fourth Tesla now, Fred. I have still... Oh, no, I've been in one. But I don't think I've driven a Tesla. No, I haven't driven a Tesla. My buddy rented one. The acceleration in the Tesla is brutal. It's really cool. That's what's... I feel like when you go electric, your car loses soul. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that rumble, that vibration that a internal combustion engine has. Mine was blowing terrible. Thing left me stranded all the time. I'm tearing down my pulling tractor tonight to get to the machine shop tomorrow. Jason Beecher, it's nice to see you though, buddy. That's what's nice about them, Fred. You just set where you want to go and it does its thing. A 77 Grand Marquis. That's a really cool car. A very unique car. My last name is Austin. My dad was obsessed. All right, so baptism. My youngest son is named Holden. And my dream for his 16th birthday would be to get him a Holden, which here I can just buy a Pontiac G8 or the newer GTOs and just do a face swap kit and do a left-hand to right-hand drive kit and basically have him a Holden. But the VXR8 Ute, that'd be my dream car for him. It's actually why he has the name Holden. It was one of my favorite car companies. Of course, in America, we never really got them, but we had Chevy, we had Ford, which is, I mean, kind of the same thing for the most part. We just didn't get the cars they got. They got some really, really cool cars. Like the Australian Commodore was way better than American ones. Yeah, they got a lot of them. They got a lot of really cool cars. Austin 3000. Okay, so baptism, really cool cars. I always, at quick glance, had an issue with the Triumph and the Austin. I always got them mixed up as a kid. But luckily, we had a lot of cool people in our family that had car collections and stuff like that. So, like what was the Triumph that he had? TR7, TR6, something like that. And that was my uncle's pride and joy for a while. Now he has an F-150. But that F-150 has I think it's 700 something horsepower. And it's just a regular F-150 with a Coyote V8. He did before that, he had the 6-cylinder, but it was twin turbo, and he had done a whole bunch of stuff to it. Fred the Lug says he hasn't driven a stick in decades. I don't think I have either, honestly. Oh no, I'm lying. My Subaru's a stick. But yeah, it's been a while. 70 Pontiac Grand Prix. Okay. Can't I think of what that looks like off? I put probably 60,000 miles on it, and finally someone stole it and never seen. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, he says it's never been happier. I like boats back in the day. Yeah, those big cars were boats. First set of wheels that I was ever head over heels was with the Cannondale Gold. I still miss it. That's a bicycle, isn't it? I don't know much about bicycles, but I know the word Cannondale. Most people in Australia learn on stick. Yeah, that's a problem with Americans. A lot of them nowadays. I have people that are 30 and under that have never, ever driven a stick and don't know how. I put it on the clutch. It was road brake every couple of 100 miles. I learned to drive it without ever stopping. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely for the Lug. They might not have, but you know what? Passing those gas stations is nice. And I was under the assumption until Blade Show, and I talked to Sever because they came down in a Tesla, as I say, Tesla. But he said I used to think that charging the Tesla took like an hour or so, and he was like, no, it's the last 10% that takes a while, and you don't have to top it off. You can just drive. Dale Lane, where'd Dale Lane's comment go? No more, though. We lost our last car factories. So many MGBs. Yeah, the MGBs and the MG midgets, those were cool little cars, but they fell apart. They weren't very well built. Mr. Mouse, yeah, we have some car talk going on right now. Normally, we're a knife channel, but I love cars too. Yeah, we're supposed to I'm supposed to keep it on topic and talk knives. Just EDC talk, flashlights, knives. I don't know if you guys seen the last review I posted. That was on that. Where is it? Right here. I will say, I have a feeling this is going to have a really good overall review. It's been fantastic. The battery life is ridiculous. But I gotta be I gotta be crucial on it. You know what I mean? I can't just give a biased review. They sent it to me no charge. So that's like I don't want people to look at it and be like, oh, they sent it to you free, so you gave them a good review. I don't want that to be. Yeah, Bob Tism, it's all your fault. No, I love cars. That's all right. I love my 88. Cars are fun. Oh, someone said something. Somebody in my family now has a TLS type. All right. Yeah, knives. Adventure 50. Thank you for all you've done for me, buddy. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope your dinner is good, man. We go from bushcraft to A10s. Hey, we can talk about warthogs all you want. BNA says Suzuki SCV 650, GSXR 750, Tundra and Tahoe. BNA, you have a pretty good stable, man. Tundras can't kill. Tahoe's awesome. Is it a 5.3 or is it the big 6.0, 6.2, whatever it is in those? Then from folders to F-22s, the Raptors, yes. Epileptic, they want Mr. Mouse. I have epilepsy as well. They did take my license at one point. I did get to go 6 months without a seizure. At least that's what I said. But I don't go to the hospital as much when I have a seizure now, because now we just know what to expect. I didn't have them until I turned 22. Very first one I had was on a boat, and that was scary. Did someone say flying chain pews? Yeah, that's pretty much what that A10 is. How do we get this pew to fly? 30 Mike is on Diamond Castillo, yeah. The noise they make is glorious. I got a Spartan Harsey. Ooh, I seen somebody post a video on one of those recently. I like the very plain ones. I know they have ones with like engravings and stuff in them. I'm boring. Sorry. But how do you like it? They look very, very smooth. They look like they have some heft to them too, which, if you guys know, bushcraft. That's about right. That's what they make. A Benchmade Harsey? I've never heard of a Benchmade Harsey. As people know, I do enjoy my Benchmades. I know people complain about the price, and it's a fair criticism. But I'll definitely look into the Benchmade Harsey. But yeah, we're let me see. I'll grab a knife box quick right here. It's one of them's close. Oh, that's giving away. That's giving away. A lot of these knives actually have to be given back to you guys. Let's see. Is this the one? Like this one will be going to you guys. Brand new in the box. There's a wingspan. This is the one from Rom. I'm keeping that one because it's from a friend. Kansap Main Street. This will be going to you guys. This is not in the box. This is right here. It's the Kaiser Odin, which you guys know I love. The Legion Steel Asgear. Love it. Great knife. Concept Eagle Strike. This will be going to you guys. I got to review that still, I think. Unless I did. That was from Barbie and Ralph. I'm going to keep that because it was from Barbie and Ralph. Devo. Sabibi. This is another knife going to you guys. This is from Derek. This is a giveaway knife too. CJRB. Crossbar lock. I have a Benchmade Freak, I thought. Huh. Ain't that something? I thought about giving this guys to you too. The Miguron Moyarl. It's a really good knife, and it makes a great noise. Ten out of 10. RC over CRK. Okay. Yeah. I still want a Sebenza. I played with the stock one. And honestly, it wasn't fantastic, I hate to say, in my opinion. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I wish they would include with the price they charge for them. I do wish they would include like thumb studs on each side. This is all just stuff I gotta send out for use. That's my favorite part about doing this, is being able to give away stuff. Here's a Benchmade right here. This is the freaking M4. It's definitely one of my favorite knives. Like all-time favorites. Here's a knife from Derek that I'll never give away. This is a petrified fish. This will be mine forever. I have knives everywhere right now. And stuff 4 knives from Knives. This is gonna go in that box. This is gonna go in that box. Some sewing needles. But yeah, I think the best thing about doing this, besides being able to just talk to you guys, small spins is best. A lot of people say they're bummed with their first CRK. CRK does nothing for me. I wanna nom 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 with the Cookie Monster and grit. Is that the noom zum thing? Is that what you're saying? The AC-130 is a monster. Yes, the AC-130J is the one with the rocket boosters, right? To help it take off. Those are cool. Hey, oh, someone just said Bando Picks. Is he in here? Bando's in here. Hi. Oh, Bando Picks. Mrs. Bando is a C-130 mechanic. Yes. Yes, and that's super bad aspirin. Yeah, Mrs. Bando's a very nice person too, and it was really, really, really cool to finally meet you guys. You have an awesome family, dude. I still have my thing from Blade Show. But yeah, I think the best part about doing this is the conversation and the fact that yeah, Mr. Mouse, you got to keep it family. I try to keep it family friendly. I try. If I'm going to talk about topics I don't think are family friendly, I say it at the beginning of the video. Like even today, I know I had to address some bullcrap, but I tried to keep it light and friendly because there's no reason not to. I guess. Yeah, of course, nobody likes to hear rumors about themselves. Whatever. It is what it is. It's gonna happen at some point. Hello, Kazoo from Rob. That's something I'll never get rid of. As simple, as silly as it is. This was a knife. I love the Ultim scales, of course. It's. I want this knife to be better than I think it is. Just because I think it's such a cool looking design. And it is a very comfy knife. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. And I think that's the hardest thing about this hobby, or being in the creator space, I guess, whatever you want to call it. It just seems so saying that. Is being negative. Because you end up meeting a lot of these people that create these knives or design them, and they become friends. And that's the hardest thing, is saying, all right, well, like say I pick up a knife and it has a hot spot. Oh, I think aesthetically it's ugly. Whatever. It's hard to do when you know the person. It does become more difficult. Like where'd it go? Well, we all know Lefty is the designer of this, but this knife is like borderline perfect. The one negative thing is no lanyard hole. I'm a tall boy. But all right, so oops, as I send stickers flying. So the designer of the wingspan. I haven't picked up one of his designs that I haven't liked yet. And I feel like when you're looking in, it's like, well, look, hey, they know each other. He knows him. So of course he's going to say that. But the problem is, that's how I really feel. So if somebody doesn't like the design of, say, one of Luke's creation, or Mark, whatever you want to call him, and so say if a viewer gets that knife and hates it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you just said that because you know him or you're a fan of his." And it's like, no, I do. I like it. And I can understand somebody second guessing me, you know what I mean? I could, or if I get a product for free, like the flashlight, well, you're only saying you like it because you got it for free. And that becomes difficult. It does. Especially, like I said, it is hard to give somebody negative criticism that you know. Even if you don't mean it to, like, because no matter what, you're not going to want to hurt somebody's feelings. Like, oh, I think your knife sucks. But there are knives I have that I think suck, or I think that are overpriced. Uh, like I said, this is the only Voss that I've had on the channel so far, and I think it's awesome and like it's ergonomic. The opening action's fantastic, but listen to that lock stick, man. I can't tell somebody, hey, I really recommend this because it has horrific log stick. Like it's really bad. And I don't want you guys to get a knife and be like, mine has horrible lock stick, dude. Why'd you tell me to get this? I'd feel like a jerk. But I tried to be honest. And like I have a knife design I really want to start sending out. And I don't have a big enough, following yet for people to be like to care really. So that's kind of good where I'm coming from. People will give me criticisms because I don't even know who I am, so they don't care. But I'm sure once, I start talking to people more, I find it hard. I don't know. Maybe not everybody's like that. I think there's a couple of designers I talk to that I can be honest with, and that's because I know them well. You guys know I had a prototype on my channel recently. I don't have it right now. I sent it back, and I really, really, really liked it. And there was like 2 or 3 things I found that I'm like, those parts are meh. But besides that, I thought it was like a perfect knife, and it was a bigger knife. But it's hard. I want to I have a couple of small criticisms I will feed back to him. Most creators will. Jim, I would assume at least that you're 100% correct. I know I would like to hear criticisms. And of course, everybody's going to have a different look on things too, because we all have opinions. We all have different hand sizes, stuff like that. Like the Elementum has a massive following, right? There's very few things you could really say bad or really good about it. It's just a great little knife. Now, I feel like this, the Petrified Fish Beluga was in that price range and kind of like everyday use category. But I feel like a lot of people pass it up because it's a front flipper. You know what I mean? A lot of people, me included, wasn't a fan. So trying to be fair when I picked up this knife, this was Derek for reals. I was at his house. I picked this knife up and I like the looks of it. Aesthetically, I was like, oh, it's a pretty cool looking knife. And instantly what came to my head is, yeah, but I'm going to hate it because it's a front flipper. And it ended up being the complete opposite. I fell in love with this stupid knife. And speaking of, that's what I traded him. I traded my first Elementum, which I got to ask Derek. I think that Elementum's on Skiffs. That's why that Elementum I traded him was like one of the smoothest Elementum, Civivi Elementums you could pick up. But the negative is what helps the person design. Be excited. Yes, Lord Loki, that is done. I just gotta post it. I gotta check out the beginning and the end of it because I know I'm screwed up on something. But your box is it's all set. It's gonna be on its way to you. Thank you, Twisted. I appreciate that. And that's another thing. I know I talked about it at the beginning of the video. Regardless of what somebody says to me, even if it's not true, I hope you guys can always reach out to me like, "Hey, is this true?" Like, just ask me. I don't hide anything. I'm pretty wide open. Um, Maybe with some of my health stuff because I just don't want everybody to know yet. I know some of my health stuff is gonna be kinda hard to hide soon. That being said, till then, you know, I'm pretty open. I don't hide anything really. Um, Overly honest is probably like a negative at this point, but whatever. And you're not gonna see me crap on any other creators. You're just not gonna see me do it. Whether I will always call out if I think somebody's hurting the community, which is kind of why I'm not crapping on this person, because maybe that's what they thought, but they could have always asked me, and that bothers me. Um, it is what it is. Uh, I can respect the fact of people protecting the community. That I can. But if you're being purposefully like obtuse and ignoring me, like, hey, is there something wrong? Did I do something wrong? And you ignore me, well, that's on you at that point. Want to show off my collection? Don't want to start a channel. Mr. Mouse, I have to give a big shout out to um, two people. Um, One of them would have been Bando Picks. The first on camera thing I did was with him. He and that gave me enough motivation to do it on my own. And then Titanium Justin, I would talk to him about knives. I still haven't even showed on the channel. My main X2, my 8020, and I will never show my Warhog on the channel. I don't want to do that to the company. They've been so kind to me. But my Warhog is beat to crap. It still works. That's what's good about it. And I'm sure they would like, hey, show it. It works. It's still kicking. And I used to beat that knife. That knife was with me in the woods always. That was my main driver for a while. This one even was, but this one, it didn't hold up as good as. But I dropped this on cement. I ended up breaking the tip on this knife. Granted, I've sharpened it, so you can barely tell now. It's still a little bit there, but as I sharpen it, that will slowly disappear. But this has been a great knife. Is Dog One here? Hey, Dog One, what's going on, man? I appreciate that, Bando. I appreciate that. Working on one called the Quiver, guys. If you're into fixed blade knives and like really unique stuff, you gotta check out Burkle Serico LLC. First of all, his channel isn't just knives. He does more than that. He does, you know, a lot of Cerakoting stuff, which makes sense. I mean, the guy Cerakoted a whole motorcycle. That's pretty cool. But he's been doing some really cool designs lately, and you can see him on his website, and you can see him on his channel too. Um, there's I think three that I really want to check out. Um, and there's probably more if I actually look. But he's doing some really cool stuff. Yes, like Bando just said, that's another thing, guys. If you ever want to collab, please just let me know. I'd love to have any of you guys on at any time. Um, Even if it's short notice, if you want to come on here and just talk knives or flashlights or pry bars, whatever, man. Like, um, I was sent a pry bar from one of you guys. Is it right here or is it not? Yes. That I want to send this pry bar to Darkwater, see if he can just do something cool with it. And if he wants, he can either I'll pay for it so he can send it back to me, or he can give it away. I don't know. Is that ripping? It is. Oh well. But yeah, it's a titanium pry bar by EOS. It's really cool. Actually, this was from Brian F. And then I have a pry bar from Barbie and Rolf. This little guy. and I use this guy a lot now that my I still haven't picked up batteries for my calipers, but yeah. Thanks, bro. I have something to send to you to check out, and I'll try to get it to you. Burkles, thank you. What's that Borg attachment on your ear? This is the microphone. I had to get a new microphone this last week because I broke mine. Yeah, unfortunately, I went to these guys. They were like $10 on Amazon. That's what I had. And it was originally because I was going to buy a knife, so I wanted to be cheap. Unfortunately, like I said, some truck stuff came up. So that's what my money went towards, fixing the truck instead of buying a new knife. What are you going to do? It is what it is, right? And speaking of people that have supported me, this is another one, guys. And don't say it's ugly. It is ugly. But what a great knife. And that's the Rhino by Pickled Steel. And God, these are what, $50? You get a lot for your money. That weird ramp is super comfortable if you actually look close. There's a compound grind right near the nose. And for precise cuts, it's fantastic. And that liner lock is crisp. It's got a flipper in the back. It's got thumb studs, removable if you wanted to, sure. It stayed perfectly center. So did my Warhog. And boy howdy, this has seen some stuff, and it's kept a good edge. So this is, I believe, 14C. Yep. And this is a Miguel Hetzel design. It's held up. This was a gift through them and Kelly, which thank you guys again. I do enjoy it. What's that? Burkle Cerakote LLC. It's only a 29-footer. What did... What's 29? Burkles is an awesome guy. He's passionate about what he does. Oh, Bushcraft, you have him Cerakote and stuff on your U-Haul? I gotta pick up a U-Haul from one of the auctions, make into a little camper. The first Pickled Steel knife that I wanted. Derek, do you not have one? Or no, you have one, don't you? I know next year. Of course, this is all depending on health, obviously. I would like to get either rent a camper to take down to Blade Show. Oh, Derek, I'll send you this one for a bit. Just, I've made my video on it. You can check it out. Just ask. Yes, you have the black Warhog too. I have no, I had a green one. You can't tell anymore. That's kind of what's nice about the Warhog. If you do get the green one, if you use it, it don't stay green very long. My man hitting the cart. Listen, I got to get through this live, man. And I'm not even supposed to have a beer anymore. So Derek, that's what they're for. I mean, the amount of money I think what Aldo's doing with that company is something. I believe they're doing something very great over there. And if that's right, Mr. Mouse, I think what they're doing over at Pickled Steel is fantastic. The prices they charge, the materials you get, and the construction of their knives, everything I have checked out so far from Pickled Steel, and I've checked out exactly, Mr. Mouse, but everything I've got has been really strong, really held up, really comfortable, whether it be a folded knife or their fixed blades. And they have a prototype that I've been begging Aldo to bring it to market. It's been one of my favorite, like, full size fixed blades so far. It really has. And even if they were to charge $200 for it, I think it'd be a good buy. I saw someone that converted an AT&T Heft. Dog one, there's somebody near me that has a ambulance. They converted to four-wheel drive. They put some meats on this guy too. They lifted it, and it's one. It looks like it's from a fact, like a car creator. Like it's perfect. It is. They did such a good job on their fit and finish, but they didn't do it with a crazy small budget like I would be. They did it with a decent budget. It's really cool, and they have something like I think he said 1,100 watts of solar. Um, it's really cool. It's really cool. It's got a full size fridge in it and a full size stove. Small, tiny stand up shower, but hey, it's got if everything just went to crap right now, you could survive off of that. Oh, my connection bad? Yes. Yeah. Let me see. Dog one, absolutely. That's like future goals. If I'm good, then yeah. All right, Rolf and Mr. Mouse. Fair enough. um, yeah, that'd be just be able to just take off when I want. It'd be nice. For like long haul situations. And I'm hearing this mic. I don't like it, but what I can actually show you guys. This is what broke on my old mic. It's not just the solder joints, because if it was just the solder joints, I would have just hit it with the soldering iron. It's actually the wires on that and the board itself right here is junk, which sucks. But I found out once I bought these, of course, my old mics, they actually will work. They just don't sound as good as they did with the other piece for some reason. Well, Bushcraft, I can hear myself. I got a Bluetooth in my ear as well. I'm just not a fan. Rolf, I'd love to. I would love to. I'm always here, and granted, like I said, I've missed two shows. Adventure 50 really took the reins over for me on one. I appreciate them for doing that. Um, and like I said, if I do have to step away, if somebody wants my time slot, please just hit me up. I won't take it offensively. Like, hey, if you do step out, can I have your time slot? No, please just let me know. It's supposed to be 7 to 9 p.m. EST. Lately, I've been running shorter. Looks like I'm going to make it to 9 this time. And that being said, I believe Help with Gadgets comes on after me. About like an hour. I think he goes on at 10:30 EST, 9:30 CT. Yeah, Mr. Mouse. I go on every Tuesday, 7 to 9. It was a time slot given to me by the people from Legion Steel, which is another great company, you guys. Marshall has very unique styling. This one I feel like he was more calm with, but if you look at the Goblin, man, that thing's out of this world. It's really cool. But this is the first one from the Legion Steel company that has Marshall's design. need a time slot for you to. So, Mr. Mouse, you don't need one. There's a guy named Scott. He keeps a schedule for all the knife tubers, and it's so we don't step on each other's toes when someone else is live. You know what I mean? And it happens. There's so many of us now, but we try to make it so everybody has their time, and you don't, step on their toes. Because a lot of us will go live randomly, but it's so that's avoided. I forgot. Is this one from Jimmy Crow? Yeah, this was from Jimmy Crow. I want to tell you guys something that's crazy that I never would have guessed. Glow Rhino. Some of the best band-aids I've ever used have been these Glow Rhino band-aids. That made no sense to me. And post on. Hey Caleb, I'll help you out. We can alternate weeks. All right, Derek. Yeah, Derek. When that time comes, I mean, even if you just want a week to yourself, whatever, man. But I'll give you that, and I'll make posts so people know. Hey, watch this channel instead of my channel, or I could give you my password and stuff so you can go on through mine. It doesn't matter to me. It's whatever you want. Illuminati, they are very good people. Yeah, I can talk a little more about that. The chatter, they said run 3. Yeah, Dog wanted it. I do. What I'll do is I'll set up my phone and the TV and the the tablet so I can give everybody a watch and a like. Sure. And the kid's phone. Mr. Mouse, there you go. It's cool because when my son's here, he's usually here on Fridays. Lately, because of everything, he hasn't been. And little guy, if you're watching, I miss you. Shoot, move, communicate. Okay. There you go, Lord Loki. That's a way to start. Just get on, have some fun. And guys, I know I've showed his knife on my channel before, but he does have a full review coming out. It was a little long. Maybe I'm gonna shorten it. I don't know. We'll see. But his video is coming out in the next couple days, regardless, because it's all done for the 15th time. But keep an eye out for that guy. Lord Loki has some really cool designs. More than just his prototype that I've showed off. I've seen some of his drawings, and I think he could make some waves in this community. I really do. He's got, like a lot of artists, he's got a style that you can look at and go, "Oh, did this guy make that knife?" And you're gonna be right. Yeah, Blue, get in touch with him. You got to check it out, man. It should be. He should have that knife within the week. I gotta. Yeah, I gotta do that later. Yeah, it's really cool, and it's just a prototype. So nothing's set in stone on it, like materials and whatnot. But it's definitely it's a cool prototype. It is. Lord Loki, hey, I like it. I dig it, man. Hey, Mr. Huber, nice to see you on here. But and all right. I would like to see some of your designs come to market. I want to see my design come to market, and I think if I showed you the first, I brought one of my knives to Blade Show too. Um, ours are very similar. Mine's smaller, but we have at least on that knife we had a similar style. But when I seen your drawings, I'm a lot more tame with the. I wish I could finish. I gotta get out and finish the knife I'm working on now. It would be nice. I've only been working on one knife for like 4 months now. I've been afraid to move forward with everything. It's the first time I've actually bought knife steel to make a knife. Um, then if you guys know, I bought a thing at Nitro V. It wasn't like crazy money, but I'm afraid to screw it up. I should have bought a different kind of steel where I could have heat treated myself. I'm gonna try to heat treat this one, even though I had another knife maker reach out and say they would do it for me for free, which was thank you if you're listening. User designs. My yellow pad, I can't find. I still have pictures on my phone, I believe, because I sent some to somebody. I sent pictures to Aldo, maybe. But yeah, that's another bad thing. Speaking of my yellow pad, there's a couple people with I know Bluminati and Twisted. I actually have yours written on some another piece of paper for beads because I have a bunch of blanks made. Where are they? I know I made some blanks. Ugh. But I did lose some people that wanted some. But I got. So what I do is I make the blank first. Like this one. Oh, I wanted to do something different with this one. That's why. But yeah, what I do is I make the beads. I make a blank, a hollow blank first, and then I fill them with the color. But I try to do some on every single one I've made so far, and I'm probably up to like 20 or 25 now. I try to do something very different. Like, I ain't gonna focus, of course, because the light. But this one's gonna be really unique. And the one I sent Brandon Geode, his was a blue and purple one, and I think his is the only one that anybody asked if they could have it done like as an oval. And it takes a little bit more work because of the molds I have, but it came out really, really, really cool. His looks like a Harley Quinn type Joker in like Harley Quinn colors. Came out really neat. I'm doing all right, Mr. Huber. I hope all is well with you. But yeah, that being said, how are you? Fail forward. I'm trying, Jim. That's a guys between there's so many people in here that have such awesome channels, whether it be Bluminati, Bushcraft, Rolf Robertson, and Jim Cox. If you guys are into CAD, Jim Cox has one of my favorite channels right now. I wish I could catch all his live streams. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch a lot of anybody's live streams, which bothers me because this community has done so much for me, even if they don't know it. But Jim Cox, you can learn a lot from watching. It's your video on the camera. Eagle Strike, great content. Thank you. Hey Ray, no problem. And if you liked the Eagle Strike, where is it? If you liked the Eagle Strike, I got it right here. This will be a giveaway knife. If I get to 1,000 subs, I mean we got to 600 very quickly. I think it only took like 2.5 months. But yeah, that'll be a giveaway. That's nice to hear. That being said, actually, we might be going from Caleb 1776 to 1776 EDC A for the search and B, it takes my name out of the equation. Actually, oh, I can't show you. I used the phone today, but I have new stickers coming. A little different. They're going to be smaller. They're going to be 2x2s. I think the last ones are 3x3, but it'll be a little different, except for the heat. Yeah, is it hot out there, Harry? It was 91 today here. It was hot. It was real hot. Do subscribe to my channel, please. Yes, subscribe to Jim Cox because I can't finish a squirrel. 96 dog one. I don't know where you are, man, but stay cool. That's rough. Nah, Jim Cox has a great channel, and you can learn. And I think that's one of the nicest things, being able to watch something that's interesting and actually be able to learn and grasp something from it. Terrell, Texas. Huh. I gotta visit Texas one of these days. Never been. Never been. But yeah, Jim Cox really does have some of the greatest CAD content out there in the knife community. Between him and Loot, really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. Super interesting. It's a cool skill, Jim Cox. I was talking to Lord Loki earlier. He's another one that knows some CAD. It's a skill I really, really want to learn. It's odd that I never got into it because of the blueprint and stuff back when I was doing construction. And I started to. I think I had told you. I started to get into it back then. And I never stuck with it, unfortunately. I wish I would have. I could have made a lot more money. There we go. High carbon. Rolf Robertson. What did he say? Did you buy the high carbon spikes? Or are they railroad spikes? Ray, that's one thing I try to. It can be boring looking at a knife. When I do my first looks, I just get into the facts, the details. If I like it or not, if I find it comfortable, and that's really it. It's actually, I've been having a real hard time with this because the person that designed this knife, and the first 2 videos I made of that knife were a half an hour, which I deleted. I didn't want up. I try to keep it 7 minutes and under. Yes, Ray, nice. I've been making scales and these guys. I don't think I have any other ones made with me right now. Actually, I should have another one that I really like. But where is it? Is the question. Is it in here? Yeah. This is the only one I have made. I had made this for the Tall Boy because the Tall Boy is purple, and I love purple. And I think this one looks neat. It needs to be waxed again, but come on, focus. This one came out good. But I found out the Tall Boy doesn't have a lanyard hole. I forgot about that when I made this. Actually, I made a black and silver one that came out really cool that Derek has on one of his knives just because I seen this knife at Derek's house. It matched perfectly. And I was like, take this. Just leaving work and I'll be driving. I'm working. Ron, very nice to see you, man. I can't wait to see some of the new content coming out. It's going to be very cool. Guys, don't forget to check out Ron Kraut. There it is. Thank you, Ron. NW. It's 89 in Oregon, huh? In Southern Oregon and Northern. 89, 90. Yeah, it was, I think 92 was today's high in Mass. What is it right now? Can check real quick. 89. Oh, today's high was 94. Sorry. What is it tomorrow? I think Thursday it's supposed to cool down. Today 94, tomorrow 90, Thursday 76. It rains, but I'll take it. Friday 68. I'm into that. That's like perfect motorcycle riding weather, but I can't do that right now, unfortunately. No rattle in the organs, which sucks. I gotta fix the bike up anyway. It's another thing. It's more money to spend on, which is fine. All right. Start the cleanup. If you guys haven't subscribed to each other, please put your links down in the chat. Share the links to your friends so they can see the links and possibly sub. These people in here that deserve subs much more than I do. One of those people being Ron Crow, another one being Rolf Robertson and Jim Cox. Who else we got? We got Bluminati. We got Twisted Sis. Some fantastic creators in here. We're down to 21 of us. We got about 10 minutes before this stream ends. Is there any topics anybody wants to talk about? I mean, we've gone over community. We talked about this guy today. It's the only new one I have on me right now. You know what I should do with you guys on here is I should order. And let's do that right now. Before I forget or run out of money, let's order a knife. And this is a knife that will be given away anyway. I was thinking Glide Lock Penguin. What are you guys thinking? What is a knife? A budget knife, you know, $100 or under, because I think I have $100 in my name right now. What is something you guys have been wanting to check out, see reviewed, that you could possibly end up with? And this will be a pre 1,000 sub giveaway. Let's go to White Mountain Knives because I have a code with them and they're cool to me. Get 10% off. Yep. Ooh. Riyadh Knives. What does Riyadh got? I like this. The PL6 and Altum. Those are 130. Probably make an exception. But yeah, what do you guys think? I don't see any comments coming in. We still got 22 of us in here. PL7. I'm not a fan of that blade. Knives. Sort by browse. price. No? Is that not an option? Price. There we go. Miguron has a new knife out. What's this? The Kerix. That's pretty cool looking. 49 bucks. Not too bad. Has anybody heard of Klacken? Klacken knives. I like the look on some of their knives, but I don't want to also spend my money on something that could be garbage. But this one has blue carbon fiber handles. It's D2. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't getting comments. It was on my end. Sorry. QSP Penguin Mini. I suppose it happens to be the way for a lot of us, but nice because from there I have Concept Baku arriving Thursday. Nice. Gotta let us know how it is, man. I put the bead you made me on a QSP Parrot customized by Jimmy Crow. It matches well, but I need to redo the lanyard. Very nice, Kathleen. That's awesome. QSP Penguin 2 with optional washers is fire. I've always liked this Civivi Bill Tusk. Oh, let me check that out. What do those go for? CVV Bill Bull Tusk. Oh, the Buster's 105 too. I could grab a Buster. Oh, it's not coming up. Oh, okay. They got an Altum. I know a lot of people don't like Altum, and I think he said, yeah, purple one. Purple, right? Yeah, 14C. Oh, I put this in the cart, and that would leave us with still some money. Because that is pretty cool. Got like Canvas micarta. We got a Kaiser Skinner, and then oh wow, they got that in PEI as well. I won't get a PEI one. I know a lot of people hate it. Black Nitro V, and it's a good size knife. It's an 8-inch knife. All right, let me put this in the cart too. And what I'll do, I'll order this knife tonight, whatever knife I decide to get. I'll make a quick little overview on it, and then Buck 110 auto. And I won't release the video I make on it. These are 200 though. Let me put this in the cart too. See what I can do. And then I seen somebody say QSP Penguin 2, which I haven't handled yet. Jade. Oh, if I'd do anything, I'd probably go carbon fiber unless they have titanium, right? What's that? Denim micarta. I like the look of this. Out of stock on that one. Son of a bitch. Empty cart, $44. Raw for $199. But we can see what I can do. What are these Vosteed Crocs too, man? For $129, the Vosteed Croc barely makes it in. Squeaks in under the $130. Oh, they're out of stock. On both of them? Yep. All of them. God. Oh, if anybody has a Vosteed Croc they want to sell, let me know. And then the Glide Lock. So you guys like the Penguin 2 more than the Glide Lock, it seems? Oh, of course they don't have the white aluminum one. I'd probably get the copper one with the Magic card. The new one is cool. Hey, look at I only have $600 worth of stuff in my cart. I had other stuff in my cart too, to be fair. Because I was gonna buy myself a birthday present, but whatever. Few cart. So it's gonna come down between the Wixco has some knives on sale too. Alright, I'll look over there. Kaiser, hidden agenda. I mean, a giveaway sounds fun for next week, doesn't it? What are these? Oh, these are AEBL, huh? I like this black one. I'm gonna get you guys something. I couldn't get myself what I wanted, so we're gonna get you guys something. So you guys make out, and that's cool for me. That's even better, honestly. Granted, it gives me something to make some content with quick, and then I get to make somebody's day a little bit better, and that's the best part about doing this. So I'm cool with that. Well, dog, when it comes to what you guys want more, it's the Glide Lock. I haven't checked the Glide Lock out. That's why I kind of want to check one out. But if you guys are into the Penguin 2 more than the Glide Lock, what I'm gonna do off camera, I'm gonna have a flip coin battle. So it takes everything out of it for me. Like, oh, I do want to check this out, but I'm gonna write them down. I'll put two against each other, flip a coin. But yeah, or yeah, I'll figure something out to figure it out. This is maybe I'll write them all down on a piece of paper, stick my hand in a jar, shake them up, grab one out, whatever it is, I'll buy. And if it's cheap enough, maybe I'll buy two. Like I said, it gives me stuff to make content with, and I'm happy. I got to learn how to get in touch with companies. I don't know how. This whole computer stuff, it's not for me. I like talking to you guys. That's what I do this for. But it is 8:59 where I am. Now it's 9 o'clock, so I want you guys to have a great night. When this video comes back out, give it a like, give it a share so somebody else can see. And besides that, I'm Caleb1776, and thank you guys for being here. Stay sharp out there.